Ever been so mad after being fired from a job that your reaction is to shut down an F1 race? That's exactly what a French factory worker did. And guess what? The story has a happy ending. Home track paddock here. Do not try this at home or Hockenheim. Let's get into it. So the main character in this story is Frenchman Robert Saley. He was let go from his job at a Mercedes-Benz factory in Le Mans due to health reasons. Now this was a job he held for 22 years, so understandably he was not going to go out quietly. And how did he express his discontent towards Mercedes? By rushing the Hockenheim track on lap 25 of the 2000 German Grand Prix. Now, as you can see, he was wearing a white raincoat with a message voicing his gripe against Mercedes. This message read, "Mercedes-Benz, who knew about my health problems, offered me a job I could not do, then sacked me for physical ineptitude after 20 years of service." Wearing this message, Robert exceeded track limits with little care for the cars zipping by him at 200 miles per hour. He then went on a little stroll on the inside part of the track until Hockenheim officials whisked him away. His stunt forced one of the least expected safety cars you'll ever see. It led to Rubens Barrichello picking up an equally unexpected win. At the time, McLaren was fully in charge of the first 25 laps of the race until the track invasion happened. But then momentum shifted away from Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard as rain arrived. And ultimately, Barrichello climbed all the way up from 18th place to the top spot on the podium, managing his first ever F1 victory. There is certainly one thing you cannot criticize Robert for, and it's his persistence. Turns out that right before the start of the race, he tried to run onto the grid. However, he was promptly stopped and removed. Later on, he tried to make it back on the track, and did so successfully. And actually, 2 races prior in France, he tried his protest, but photographers stopped him right in his tracks. No pun intended. So what was Robert's punishment for his daring display at the German Grand Prix? It turned out to be a $600 fine from the Hockenheim authorities. And honestly, you think there would be a much harsher penalty considering just how dangerous his stunt was. But in the end, everything actually kind of worked out for Robert. He won a court case later that year against Mercedes and took home 91,000 francs for his unfair dismissal. Thank you so much for your time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time in the paddock.